So what is a sales pipeline and how to build it? A sales pipeline is the tool you must have if you're sales, but also if you're a manager and you want to make sure that the process is actually perfectly suited and respected. So into InvestGlass, we're going to create our first sales pipeline. Go to My Account, then Company, then drill down until you find here the pipelines. For the pipeline, just click on New Pipeline and a pop-up page will open like this. Let's go through those different options very quickly, and then we'll look into different pipelines. The name is the name of your pipeline. Here you can decide to notify each owner of a record, for example, the person who created a new contact, if the pipeline stage is moving. Resource visibility will help you to use a pipeline just for certain types of objects. So for example, you can have some pipelines only for your marketing campaigns, only for contact reports, or only for tasks. Then you have a stage. Just give a name to the stage. For example, here, prospect. This is the stage for the new prospects. And then you have a stage status, open, won, lost. This will be very helpful later on to measure, for example, the speed and the performance of your stage pipeline. The probability will be the probability of winning the deal. So let's imagine that a deal prospect size is 1 million or 100,000 or 10,000. Let's take 10,000. Well, 50% will be 5,000, half of it. Then the numbers of days is actually the numbers of days before you receive a notification that a prospect is actually staying in the no activity zone, right? So that's the actual very nice way to make sure that you won't lose any track of new prospects. Then trigger contact report. It means that each time you're going to change one stage to another stage, a contact report page will open. You can do this and add as many stages as you want. Now, we suggest you to be kind with the numbers of stages. Each stage should be well understood by your team. So here, as you see in the examples we are putting down on this stage pipelines, you have different ways of putting it. First, the stage pipeline that is very simple, prospecting, meeting, and close. Very, very simple. As you find here, you have a clone. How to clone an existing stage pipeline? Just click here on the 3 dots and then clone it. The second stage pipeline is for marketing pipeline, and here you see we had new website leads, trial signups, qualifications, meeting, and close. So here already it's a slightly more complex pipeline. We have different stages, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stages. So make sure that your team there will understand. Then we have pipelines for the post sales, pipelines for the retargeting, pipelines for the products and services. And as you see here, the pipelines can be longer or shorter. If you're dealing with private equity or investments, you can also use the pipelines for securities that you're screening. Here, for example, for private equity, you see we have different steps that are specific to this pipeline. We can also use pipelines for ticketing. Here it's in French, it's for the incidents, and here again the machine will help you to store those different pipelines. If you assign a pipeline to a specific resource, you will see here the resource name. So the pipeline should be short, not too long. Try to have maximum 5 steps, maybe 8 if it's a complex investment process, for example. But if a sales process, try to have it short. They will also be more visible and more helpful to have a short pipeline later on when you want to do your reporting. Now, how does it look like? Just simply go to a contact, an account, or a different type of object like a security page, and turn on the Kanban view. On the Kanban view, you will then be able to select the pipeline from here. You have all the filters from here, so you can look into the Kanban view, into the pipelines, and look into a specific owner or when it was created, and filter those different stages here. I'm sure most of you are familiar with this type of view. What is very nice is that from this page, you can very simply drag and drop those cards and move the stages like this. Okay. Now on each of those cards, you will find also the link of a contact to the accounts or the relations. Accounts are the I would say the master key of all the relations and the contacts. Here you see Alex Smith is part of the Smith family, so relation is Smith. Now you will find also in this Kanban view a very helpful link to contact reports. So simply click here on the contact report to generate a contact report. And you can also click on the spend to change the value of the deal. So this is how you manage the sales pipelines into InvestGlass. Again, we suggest you to have no more than 5 stages to make sure that everyone in the team understands what is at stake. Thank you very much for watching, and see you tomorrow for another video.